So I'm doing a response video to the response video I already did. If you haven't seen it, then just go on my profile and watch it. So the feedback that I've been getting is that, there's these type of women in the church that are, kind of uppity and condemning and demeaning and has a superiority complex and kind of like this alpha, like Christian female that feels like if someone's not on the same level of Christianity that they're on, then they're very condemning and very demeaning and quite rude, especially to guys who are actually in the church and that are trying to maybe, get closer to them, and they kind of just like completely dismiss them because they're not to this certain type of standard or whatever else or something like that. And if you're, but really, from what I'm hearing, is that people are describing this very vain and prideful woman. But if you're following or going after a woman who's vain and prideful, you're going after a woman that's not following the word. So in the video, he talked about a woman who was a servant. That's the first thing he said, is that this woman is a servant. And if a woman is a servant and has a servant's heart, then she's humble. And you cannot be prideful and humble at the same time. You can be prideful and do acts of service, and that will more than likely try to benefit yourself if you're a prideful person. But a person who's truly of service just wants to be a blessing and just wants to bless other people, wants God to get the glory, not themselves. So a person who is a servant is not this prideful and vain woman. And if you think that they're one and the same, I think, the issue has to be you. Because that's two totally different people. And if you think they're the same, then you don't know what you're looking at. But those women do exist. These women, there are certain women that are holier than thou, and I can't say that I haven't been that woman myself. I was definitely that woman, especially as a teenager. I did feel like I was better than quite a few people, and God had to smack me in the face and say, no, you're not. And I had to learn to be humble and to be a servant and to be of service. And that's one reason why we have to crucify our flesh daily. It's awesome to meet somebody who is a servant, and I'm gonna tell you, they are jewels in the church. When you have someone who has a servant's heart, I can't tell you how much leadership actually really appreciates these people, really appreciates them. But you cannot be prideful and be humble at the same time. You just can't.